Oh, it is a V-nickel. Sweet. Oh, 1894, baby. Hello. So today on Chuck and Dirt, we are taking a journey to a house built in 1860. That's right around the start of the Civil War, which, if memory serves, not direct memory, I wasn't there. If memory serves, the end of the Civil War was 1865. So this would have been a house built right before the conflict. So I don't know if we'll find anything there. You know, we were at an 1812 site last week, and all we found was a crazy person. You obviously can't guarantee, you know, that the ground hasn't been regraded or refilled. It depends on how the yard was used. You know, sometimes you can have a very old house, but the people who lived there just didn't do a lot in their yard. For whatever reason, they stayed indoors or whatever. So, you know, there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees. Ground could be polluted with iron. We just don't know. But we will not let that deter us. And I'm trying not to get excited. You know, I can't help it. I always get excited when opportunities like this arise. So we've only got a couple hours. So what we're going to do is just pop over there and see what we can see. History awaits. Let's go get some. Well, first target, weedy excitement. Nothing too old. Can't get a date on it. Got a nice strike on the back, so I'm thinking it probably can't be that old, the weedy. What was interesting was the depth. 8 inches to pick this weedy out. That suggests to me that this lawn may have been churned some, but there's some old trees in the back where I imagine the ground probably hasn't been churned, so we'll definitely check around there. Also, as expected, a lot of iron, like a whole lot of iron. That's actually a good sign. It means that the ground is old and has seen a lot of use. It does make things harder to find, but we're going to stick with it. There's our little weedy. I can't make out a date, maybe you can. I'll toothpick it later, but you can see the 1 cent on the back. It's upside down, but it's very, very clear. So, good strike. But not very old. But we'll keep at it. I feel good about this place. This is actually quite close to places where I found a lot of other good stuff. Alright, let's get back to it. History awaits. Well, the signals here are really hard to process because of all the iron. So you kind of have to go after signals that are really messy, even tones you ordinarily wouldn't like, just because there's so much distortion from the iron. You know, some people think when you set the iron discrimination, you're like not seeing the iron. You're still seeing it. The detector just doesn't want to tell you about it. But you definitely will find that a lot of iron will mask other signals or will distort them. So even if you have iron discrimination turned on, you're still going to end up digging some questionable signals when the ground is richly ironized like this ground is. Anyway, have a look at what I found. See if you can figure out what it is. This was at a depth of about, looks like a good 8.5 inches maybe. Gave me a really messy signal. It's made of copper. And if you're still wondering, it's an Italian coin. It says Vittorio Emanuele II on the front, and then it says Italia down there in the lower right hand corner. And if we flip it over, we can see that it is a 40 centesimi from 1863. How about that? I'm grinning from ear to ear. It's so nice to find such an old coin, and I would never have imagined I would find an Italian coin here in the States. But people traveled even in those days. Alright, let's see what else is here. Well, looks like we had a one-hit wonder. Or as they say, the 30-second curse. You find something really cool in the first 30 seconds and then nothing. I'll show you what I did find. We did at least have that one good find. Anyway, let me show you what we got. Alright, so that's a piece of an old mason jar lid, the porcelain insert for a screw top to a mason jar. The lid itself was all tattered and shredded, and the jar wasn't present. It was just the remains of the lid. An old square nail there. We've got 4 modern quarters, 6 modern pennies, got a modern dime up there, 5 wheat pennies. Wasn't able to read the dates on any of them. Then we have that beautiful coin. We'll come back to that. We did find this little button, which I'm pretty sure is modern. Looks like a modern button to me. Jeans, jeans, with a little, I don't know, is there like a wolf's face in there? You could tell me better than I can see. Looks very nice, but it's definitely modern. Modern 2-piece button. Still, was an interesting find. But of course the find of the day was this beautiful Vittorio Emanuele II 40 centesimi 1863. That was the big find of the day. And unfortunately, the only period find that I came up with. A lot of iron in the soil here, like wicked. Oh boy, was it hard to work here. Front of the house seemed to have the best finds. Back of the house, ground seemed to be newer. Like maybe it was brought in, regraded at one point. There's definitely been some work done on the property, so I'm finding like little scraps of, you know, aluminum sheeting and big nails and stuff like that. So, but I had a good time. It's supposed to rain for like the next 2 weeks, so I'm really glad that I was able to get out for just a couple hours and find a beautiful coin from the 19th century. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed sharing it with you, and I will see you on the next hunt. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, she wanted the coin. Well, I can understand that, you know. She's Italian, and what a strange coincidence that I would dig up a 160-year-old Italian coin on her front lawn. So, that's okay. At least I got to hold it. Sure was a cool coin, though. I did get a couple pictures of it, though, just in case. And glad I did, so I have something to add to my data file. Alright, guys. That's that one. Good morning. It's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. It's about 8 a.m. and I am headed off to a group hunt with the Appleseed Valley Relic Seekers. A group that I am happy to be a member of. A group pretty much organized and formed by my friend Tracy. You've met Tracy before. Anyway, she organized a group hunt at a farm not far from here. It's currently being run by a non-profit organization. I don't know how she worked it out, but it looks like there might be as many as 30 people there. We'll see. Hunting. I don't know how big the property is. It looks big. Haven't done too much research on the age. I talked to Digger Dave last night, and he said that he studied an 1870 map, and there were home sites where the farm is now, so it seems to have been active back into the 1800s. So who knows? Who knows what we'll find? Knowing my luck, probably very little, maybe one thing. We'll see. Anyway, I'm determined to go and have a good time with my friends. Now, the weather, It's supposed to be nice today and start raining tonight, but the rain over last night has crept into this morning. So it's very, very wet. So we're probably all going to get filthy today. We'll see. Hopefully we won't get any more rain today. Anyway, that's it. History awaits. Hope we'll dig up something wonderful. And I hope you enjoy coming along for the ride. Well, I'm at the location. You can't really see it. I did speak to the people who work the farm, and it is public land, so it has been detected before, but it's big. We're not going to let that stop us. We'll have some fun. Tracy's over there. She's taking sign-ups, and yeah, it's just nice to see so many detectorists in one place. Oh, most of them have already wandered off into the fields. Now I'm just standing around in the cars. But there's the sign-up table over there. Tracy and Digger Dave are over there. They're doing the waiver forms, you know, liability waiver forms. But yeah, it's time to get started. It's a little chilly. Time to get started. All right. Let's get to it. That's Digger Dave right there. Well, so far, nothing too exciting. I tried on that side of the road and the ground didn't sound old. Pick up any iron. Makes me a little nervous. I mean, maybe they brought soil in. The place is an orchard. It's not like a farm with crops where the ground gets churned a lot. I've also been informed that it gets detected a lot. So it's been pounded pretty hard. Oh, we'll see. Maybe nothing will happen. Here's my best find. That is a killdeer. Lovely little bird. I believe it's in the plover family. These birds nest on the ground. And the killdeers have a pretty distinctive call. And also, they're one of the species of birds that will feign injury in order to lead you away from their nest. So, if you approach one when it's near its nest, it'll start like dragging a wing on the ground and acting like it's hurt and attempt to get you to chase it. And then of course it'll fly away once it feels like it's lured you away from its nest. It's beautiful. That double band on the breast of the killdeer is very, very distinctive. I don't think I can get any closer to him, so I just have to deal with the zoom. Anyway, that's a nice little find. I do like to see a killdeer every now and then. Beautiful bird. Yeah, ground's quiet. I don't know. I think it may have been loamed over at one point. Oh well. Do what you can. Well, still no luck. Day's half gone. Still haven't got any sun. Turns out there was an old farmhouse here. It's been knocked down. I found some modern glass. Digger Dave turned up a V-nickel, 1911. Mike's over here. He dug up a nice big horseshoe or mule shoe. But all I found is 11 cents, 12 cents. But it's all modern. And I did just find a 4-leaf clover, though. Or 3.5 leaf. See? There's another little leaf growing underneath that leaf. So, a 4-leaf clover. Which in theory means it's my lucky day. Hadn't happened yet, but maybe it'll happen. Anyway. Alright. I'll get back to you. Oh, I did talk to the landowner. She said this has all been bulldozed. All this land back here has all been bulldozed and turned over. and that's why it sounds so strange, so quiet. She did say that there's an orchard way in the back, an old disused orchard that hasn't been, she doesn't think it's been cleared, so I may try to go up there. I did walk by it earlier and the grass was so tall, I was like, I can't really swing in there, but if that's the best we can do, that's the best we can do, so I may head back there. We'll see. Anyway, I'll keep working on it.
Look at that monstrous. You know, we're used to dimes.
What kind of coin is that on the end?
That is a Canadian silver, we're figuring. Yeah, you got the little ship in there.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Cool. And this is your walker?
And that's the walker.
That's a beauty.
That's
nice.
Walking
Walking Liberty,
That's the find of the day.
1945.
1945. That's beautiful.
Silver,
Oh, you had a KG3. That's pretty damn good.
The KG.
That's got a beat by
Hold that
5.
baby up.
Yeah, let's see that
Gotta see
KG.
that. Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, sweet. Wow.
Chuck and Dirt viewers will remember that I dug a KG a few episodes back.
Very nice.
This is a KG3.
You flip it over?
So
Let's see the
there
bust.
you can see the bust looking
Yeah.
to the right. It's beautiful. Roman numeral 3 in the upper right hand corner here.
Very nice.
That's a great find, Dennis. Good for you.
That's a 1945 Walking Liberty hat?
Yes.
You got that in that field, huh?
What's that?
Did you go to that field?
The KG came out of that field, yeah.
Did Don have a date?
19, it's, looks commemorative. 1960 something, 19, I don't have my loop on me.
Somebody has got a loop. Who the hell had a loop?
Mike? I think Mike
I
had one.
usually have it, but it's a mic.
Sharing the treasures.
There's some horseshoes that Mike dug. A whole bunch of them. And here we had some people dug some like tractor parts. I dug this thing, don't know what it is. Piece of junk.
It's a ring, just a giant ring.
That all old Chuck found was dime and a couple pennies, but I'm not quite done yet. The guys are gonna have some lunch, and then I'm gonna head out to that back pasture, which in theory is the only place that hasn't been dug. Oh, and my friend Marcia, she's still going at it over here. That's her way over there. There used to be an old farmhouse there, and it's been knocked down. So that's the one place where we're getting lots and lots of iron. And she's turned up a couple coins, modern stuff, lots and lots of nails. But she's really enthusiastic. You know, she's a new detectorist, so she's learning the ropes, and she seems to be having a lot of fun. So being around her kind of cheered me up a little bit because I was getting kind of discouraged. So, but you know, whatever. It's nice to be here with all these folks. See, we got a good turnout today. There's Digger Dave back there. That's Tracy next to him. There's my buddy Mike. That's Dennis back there.
Yeah, that's what happened with me.
So,
Hi, it's on sale now.
so yeah, we got good turnout. We got good turnout. And it ain't over yet. Tracy said she's going to order some pizzas, so people are getting ready to chow down, and then we're off to that back field, I think. I think me and Digger Dave are going to head out there, but I'm really glad that some people found some good stuff. That makes me feel a little better, you know. At least somebody turned up something cool. So, anyway, get back to you if anything turns up. Well, I've come all the way up here to the back pasture. Bit of a hike, but there's this lovely stone wall here, as you can see. And a million mosquitoes drive me crazy. And this gorgeous tree. Look at this tree. Holy smokes, that's a big pine. And finally starting to get some signals that make a little bit more sense. The iron is still very spotty. I'm not hearing it like I would expect. But I did just dig something a little old. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It's a little oxen shoe or reindeer shoe. It's a nice small one. A really small one. Doesn't look like there's any nails in that one. They're all falling out. That's cool. That rang up nice. It'll tumble up. It'll look good. Anyway, a find. Finally, I have something I can call a find. All right, let's keep at it.